Everybody, it's Tim with Combat Fly Fishing. I have been out of action for several months. As you know, I haven't been doing any fishing at all. No particular reason why. I just got busy with life, but today I am heading back out to knock off some cobwebs and try to get back into it. Get back into posting some YouTube videos and some Instagram comments or content. But today I'm heading to a lake, and I'm gonna meet up with a friend, Austin. You guys don't know him. I fished with him a few times, but I've never done a video with him. He's in state for the week, so we're just gonna go out to this lake and do some fishing. I'm gonna take out a couple rods. If you guys saw my last video, I did a video where I had these fly rods given to me, and my goal is to go catch fish on these fly rods. And there's one fly rod in particular today I want to give a shot at. It's a switch rod, or at least I believe it's a switch rod. It's an old Sage Custom A blank. I don't know much about it. I couldn't even really find much about it on the internet. But I don't believe it's a spey rod. It's a 9-foot 10 weight, and I'm just gonna go cast it out at this lake just to give it a shot and see what it's about. I've never done any spey casting or switch rod casting, so this should be interesting. But I'm gonna take it out and give it a shot, and then hopefully Austin and I, we have a good trip and we catch plenty of fish. So stay tuned. All right, so we have hiked to the inlet of the lake, which is where we're gonna probably set up base camp and do some fishing. This is Austin. It's not a bad hike out here, but we're gonna just fish this inlet, and we're seeing plenty of risers. So we're gonna start the day with some dry flies, and there's no shortage of mosquitoes, that's for sure. So I wish I would have brought my 100% DEET, save your skin now for cancer later bug spray, but I did not. So we're just gonna kind of scope out this inlet, set up, and then we're gonna get to fishing. All right, well, we're at the inlet, and I've got my JLo glasses on so I can see plenty of fish. And there's a lot hitting the surface, and As you can see right there, Austin's just gonna wade out into this bay, and we're just gonna start throwing some dry flies and see if we can't get something to the net. So it's looking pretty promising. We're the only ones here. Usually there's a few people here, but it's a weekday, so hopefully we have the place to ourselves. We'll see. There it is. Set. Did you take it?
No, he ain't take it. He kind of went by it.
Oh, okay.
I almost missed it.
Yeah, we might have to put something a little smaller on there. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Womp womp. All right, Austin got the first fish of the trip. Like a little rainbow. Nice. Well, you know, gets the skunk off, you know. Yeah. Yeah, little rainbow trout. Look at that. Took the hippie stomper. Nice. Yeah, there's nothing like majorly massive hitting the surface right now.
Oh,
but
yeah. Sure.
Right.
I forgot how fun fly fishing was.
Yeah, you got to get that bend back in your rod, you know, after being away from it. Yeah, this fish is really stupid. Okay.
That's why he bit.
Yeah, there he goes. All right, just shy of a decade. Thanks there, fella. Good job, Austin.
Skunk's off.
Skunk's off. Let's go get some more.
Come on.
All right.
Man.
All right, there's the switch rod I was telling you about earlier. I think I'm going to pass on setting this up right now. I'm going to wait till a little later in the day. Since there's a lot of top water action going on, I'm going to set up a dry fly rod and then get out there. Austin's already hooked into a couple. And so I'm going to set one up and just kind of look around and see what I can see. Yeah, so the temps have dropped pretty significantly. So Austin's gonna run back to the truck and grab some layers. It is not what the weather forecasted. I knew it was gonna be overcast, but it's kind of, we've got like a light mist coming through and heavy winds, and it is cold. So he's gonna just head back. I've got some stuff in my truck he's gonna grab, and then we'll get back to it. But since he's leaving, I might steal his little cove in here, see if I can't bring a few fish to the net. We'll see. All right, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna just fish a leech pattern, and then I'm gonna drop a chironomid off the leech pattern. All right, that worked. Just a little guy, but I'll take him. It's been a rough morning for sure. Thought for sure we'd be having a little more luck than this, but hey, I'll take it. Let's see what he took. Ah, he took the chironomid. Okay, good job, buddy. All right, so there's one. Thank goodness. Man, I was freaking out there for a second. I thought, I mean, this lake fishes really good too. So I thought, oh boy, if I get skunked here, I have been out of practice for a while.
when the water's real choppy like this, suspending a couple flies underneath an indicator like this and just letting it ride like that will oftentimes generate a strike. When it's glass, you kind of have to strip it in a little bit, nice and slow. I am still stripping this in, but I'm not stripping as much as I would if there wasn't as much, you know, wave action on the water, which it's actually calmed down quite a bit. So we'll see what happens. I got another one. He's another tiny one, but hey, bending the rod is bending the rod at this point. Let's see what he took. Oh, he took the leech. Look at that. And he tangled up all my other stuff. You dirty little... destroyed my rig. Suck. Oh well. Alright, let's see. Now I'm gonna have to move this and this and this and this, and the leech is out of his mouth. The fish is on his way, and I'm gonna have to untangle this mess. All right, sun's out, hatch is going on. There's plenty of fish hitting the surface. Got myself a little caddisfly on here, and I'm gonna see if I can yank something out of here. Now, there's lots of little fish in and around here, but we're seeing some big bruisers as well. So we'll have to see. It's really going off in this little cove over here. And another little guy. And caddis. That's a... What is that? That is a rainbow trout. Little rainbow trout. Hey, buddy. Good job. Let's try getting you off this way. Probably a little more efficient. There it is. Hey-o. Nice. Alright. Wasn't the lights out day I was hoping for. But hey, some days you just gotta take what you got. Oh boy. As promised, I'm rigging up the beast. I'm gonna throw some streamers, I think, just to see. So, got myself a little sink tip line, or a sink tip leader. Got a 10 weight floating, and we will see what this happens. Well, the old switch rod was a little harder to cast than I thought. I'm gonna need to have a little bit more practice with it before I take it out again, but there's fishing hasn't been great. We're kind of debating on whether or not to blaze and head to another area that I know of that has some beaver ponds and play around with those. But I think we're gonna hang out for just a couple more minutes, see if the fishing picks up. If it doesn't, I think we're out of here and go and try something else. So stay tuned. Austin's laughing at me because of my failed attempt to cast the switch rod. I'm like, how hard could it be? Yeah, that's gonna take some practice, I think, on the out in the old grass to try to figure that one out.
Didn't look like you were doing too bad, and then
Oh yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to use the friction of the water to load the rod. But whew, it's this chest rig that I have on because I need to do all my work right here, you know, and where I'm used to just having it in one hand and then coming across, this really screwed me up. So maybe
could you like feel like the heaviness to it?
oh yeah, yeah. It's, that line's no joke. I mean, that line is, I mean, it's like throwing a piece of wet spaghetti. It is thick. I think it's way too much rod for these fish. Oh, yeah. I think I'd just be popping the fly right out of their mouth. But I just wanted to see how far I could cast it out, and I'm like, it's gonna just like with anything, you know, you got to practice. So
you bring a little rafter and a little boat in here.
Yeah,
man, that thing would be perfect for it.
Yeah,
for like middle of the lake.
That's Kyle's style right there. Kyle,
drifting a little bit.
Yeah, he's Kyle's like the lake guy. I'm better at rivers. Kyle's better at lakes, but he'll take out you know, he'll take a bunch of like float tubes out and stuff, and he'll do some damage on the lake. So
I don't think I've ever floated yet.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. Well, because all you do is you just kick out and just let your line drift, you know. So
kind of like bass fishing, I guess.
Yeah.
A little similar.
There he is. We are going to change plans and audible. A football term for you there. I threw that out for your benefit. And go hit some beaver ponds and see if we can catch any fish out of there. These beaver ponds I went to, I mean, it's been years, but I caught a really nice brown out of one of them. So,
Let's do it again.
All right, I know I said we were going to another fishing spot, but before we go to the fishing spot, we decided to grab some delicious food at the infamous Hungry Moose Caboose, which I don't know if there is an actual moose in that caboose, but boy, it rolls off the tongue. So got Austin and I, we had an okay. It was okay. It was so cold, and I think that storm front shut the fishing down, but we're gonna go hit some beaver ponds after this and try to get a couple more fish to the net at least. But so far I'm having a good time.
Oh yeah.
So
great time.
Yeah. So, all right. Very good. Okay, I'm not a big like put my food on Instagram kind of guy or whatnot, but you gotta check this thing out. Like this would feed a small army. What is this called again?
This is the train wreck.
The train wreck. I just got a bacon cheeseburger. I'm pan out for you here.
That was good when you gotta get photos first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're video. We're gonna put this on the old YouTube channel. We're gonna make you guys famous with all my 5 subscribers. No, I'm just kidding. There you go. There you go. Yeah, look at that thing.
Looks great.
Okay, that was a good decision.
Oh,
That was a good decision not to go fish, to stop here for lunch.
Oh, yeah.
So, nice. Wow, that's a lot of food. All right, here we go. All right, Austin, that was impressive.
Hey, we from Texas, we eat.
Well, let me ask, what was the saying the guy said? That if you finish the whole thing, what's the saying they use? Like, I wrecked the train wreck or something?
Something like that. I survived the train wreck.
Oh, I survived the train. Yeah, not only, these were fries too. Look at this, it's gone. Oh man,
boy.
I'm still working on mine. Oh boy, mine was half the size of his. That's crazy. So anyway, we are off to look for other fishing spots. So the nice thing about this is, you know, it's the summertime, so you're not just locked in on one spot. You can go look around, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go venture out and see if we can find another spot to fish. So stay tuned. So it had been like 15 years since I fished at these beaver ponds that I was talking about. And we searched high and low, and I could not find them, and I could not find where the public access was. So I think we were just on the wrong road. I couldn't recall exactly where they were. I thought I could just drive right to them, and then next thing I know, I'm like, I have no idea where I'm at. So we ended up at a reservoir that was nearby and decided to stop there because we were running out of sunlight. And so we thought we'd just run up there real quick and give it a shot. Unfortunately, there was some kind of I don't know, like a gravel site that was nearby that was making a lot of noise while we were fishing, but we were like, hey, we're already here, let's just go for it and see if we can hook into a couple fish before we end the day. So this is where we ended up. All right, so we made our way to a new fishing spot. I don't know if this is going to be any good. I talked to some fishermen. They're not doing real great, but heck, let's give it a shot. So there's a little pier out here. I'm gonna try to throw off this pier, I guess. And he's off. I just had one on and he's off. All right, well, there you go. At least we know they're in here. Yeah, missed the aerobatics that he did. Couldn't get the GoPro on in time. Should have focused on landing the fish instead of filming the dang thing. So, all right, try it again. Good one on. Nice, finally. Yeah, they're on the chironomids today. Oh, God, he got off. All right, we're gonna take off. This is going to be the last drift, or the last cast. Get it out there. Doosh. Skadoosh. All right. Hooked into several, but just couldn't get them to the shore. They just kept coming unpinned. Didn't snap me off, but would just keep coming unpinned. This is, the ambiance isn't exactly what I was hoping for. There's like a gravel company across the street. I'm like, ugh. So, yep, that's it. I said it was the last drift, and I meant it. Dadgummit. All right. You know, it's funny, even though we didn't catch a lot of fish on this trip, just seeing Austin and being able to be on the water with a good friend, it really, that's what makes the day. I think of all my fishing trips that I've been on, the most memorable are the ones with friends. And so we did get a couple fish to the net. They weren't huge, but overall I thought this was just a fantastic day, and I was really grateful to be out there. It was a good time, I'm not gonna lie. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.